Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is the best of the live shows. Hello, John, you're on the air.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Ooh. So, how are things in Ireland?
Oh, not better.
So, now do you happen to have video, or are you just audio only?
Just audio only.
Okay. And so, is it true that the Irish drink a lot?
Well, I do, but I can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, so what time is it there in Ireland?
12:10.
Okay, and have you had a bit to drink tonight?
I did indeed.
Yes, feeling good?
Oh, happy out.
Okay. So what is on your mind tonight, John?
It's just when I bought gold in WoW, they want a load of information off me, like my house number and all that stuff to verify who I was.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they even rang my number to see who I was. Like, did you ever do that? Like, to verify anybody's information?
Well, and let me just clarify here. So you're talking about buying World of Warcraft gold. Is that correct? Okay. And you're not talking about having bought it from Blizzard. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
So you're buying it from some third party, and let's not mention what site you bought it from.
Okay.
But so. Let me ask you just a couple more questions. Did you get the gold that you paid for?
Oh yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, and how long did it take them to deliver?
It was a lot. So like I got one say within 12 hours, and then I got the other within 3 days, and I got it all, and that was it then. But there were I didn't like the way they wanted to call my own landline number.
Mm-hmm.
And it was worse than Blizzard, trying to get my account back.
So, did you have any account problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Blizzard caught you and then suspended your account or something like that, or what happened?
No, my account got hacked.
Oh, it got hacked.
Yeah.
Okay, and what? Now, did it get hacked around the same time that you bought this gold?
It was 3 weeks later.
3 weeks later, okay. And so let me ask you, what kind of information did they ask for whenever they sold you the gold?
Well, the thing was, I gave them a fake name,
Mm-hmm.
and when they searched that on my PayPal, they copped on that it wasn't real, so they looked for all this information, my name, my proper address,
Mm-hmm.
they even wanted to have my Skype and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And did you feel that was unreasonable, given the fact that you gave them a false name to start with?
Well, I didn't I knew who they were, they're the Chinese, so I wouldn't trust them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so given the fact that they called you, so just as much as you don't trust them, they don't trust you. And so the fact is that it is a incredibly high fraud market. The way that this works is that let's say that you make a purchase of buying the currency, and you send them money with PayPal. Let's say it's $100 or something like that. Then they, on their back end, they have suppliers that will bring in the money and deliver it to you, and then they report back to the company that they delivered you the gold. And so the company that sells you the gold is really a middleman, and they're not really touching any of the currency in most cases. And they encounter fraud all the time, because the people who deliver the gold to you, they get paid whenever they deliver. And it's a pretty guaranteed thing, because if they don't get paid, then they won't supply that company with the gold anymore. But what if that person who was going out and gathering the gold was actually an account hacker, and so they were hacking accounts like yours and grabbing the gold and then turning around and selling it back to people like you? It's kind of a really nasty cycle, and this is part of the culture of why it is why you get a phone call. You know, they may do things like call you, but they may ask to be a friend on Facebook. They may ask to Skype you. They may ask to telephone you, and they may even ask for you to give them a copy of your ID. Like a passport or your driver's license. And they may even ask you to hold up your license next to your face and take a picture in a mirror and send that in as well. Now, that's a whole bunch of information that they then have with them. And so, did you have to give them any scans of your ID or anything like that?
No, just my home phone number, and they rang to confirm who I was. They sent me a code in my email, because I told them I didn't have a mobile number. I didn't want them having that, and they said, because I had paid for the gold already, I said I just give them the landline number, because they can send. Do you know that they can send the what you call it? Things to subscription to your mobile phone, and it takes like your money or bills your phone.
Oh yeah.
On prepay, like, and it takes all your credit. I didn't want that happening, so that's the way I done it. But they also like the 2 times that I met the person in game, he says if anybody looks for the gold back, do not give it to them. Please visit our website and tell us about it. Do you know that and what that's about?
Well, it's probably because the people who are... well, there's all kinds of scams surrounding this. I mean, all kinds. And so, you know, they may try and pressure you to give it back and act like that they're the company and saying that they're going to give a refund and that they weren't supposed to give you the gold. And then they may threaten to ban you, you know, get you banned, tattle to Blizzard... that you bought gold. You know, I've even seen some extortion cases where after you bought the gold and had it delivered and it was a large amount, they then would extort you and say, we want a payment of another $50, or we want you to buy more gold. Otherwise, we are going to tell Blizzard that you're buying gold and they're going to ban your account. And that's, you know, this is all very criminal type of actions. It's pretty incredible, everything that goes on, and there's different cultures. So the Chinese culture, and I'm not saying this in a racist sort of way or anything, but there's different cultures that that view things differently, and the Chinese culture views things as, if I can steal from you, I have then taught you a lesson on how to defend yourself against getting stolen from like that again in the future. And so they kind of view it as the cost of your education that you had to pay the hard way to them while they gain off of it. And so the ethics are much, much different than other countries. And I'm not saying that everyone there is that way. It's just something that I've noticed. You know, it's just like in China, I've noticed that. In South America, like in Brazil, you know, it's a badge of outright theft. And in Russia, it's let's hack you, and you know. And then there's also the flip side, which is like Canada, which, oh my God, can you believe Canada? They're just all so friendly, and they don't lock their doors. So let's ask about the. I want to know So I don't think that it was unreasonable everything that they put you through, given that they had a huge red flag right at the beginning. And in fact, if you had ordered from us, from my company, and you gave a fake name, we wouldn't even take your money. We would just refund it, and we would tell you to have a good day. And if you then tried to order again using your real name, we would probably deny you again. And it's just a statistical thing of how fraud works. And so you kind of trying to protect yourself, you tripped into that.
Yeah.
So tell me more about you getting hacked. So did you lose control of your account?
Yeah, I didn't have the little key thing, and just about 3 weeks later, I tried to log in, and I got the error code saying that your login error. I forget what the code was now, and I remember going to battle.net trying to log in that way, still couldn't. So I had to go to reset my password. Now I don't check my emails that often, and I presume they got through my email that way. And when it went to try to log into my email, I couldn't log into my email. So I presumed
they hacked your email account, didn't they?
Yeah, I presume that's how they done it.
Yeah, and then once they had access to your email account, they were able to get access to your game.
Yep, I think that was it anyway. Had to be.
And do you use like a free service for your email, like Gmail or Hotmail or something?
Yeah, use Yahoo.
Yahoo, okay. And can I ask you how complex your password was?
It wasn't that complex.
Okay. So they probably just brute forced your password. See, they knew that, I'm sure from what you're telling me, that the same people you bought gold from are the same ones who hacked you. And so they have all this information on you, and then they know that you have a WoW account. They know that you have this this gold on your account, and that you're probably one of the more wealthy players. Anyone who's buying gold is probably one of the more wealthy players in the game, and so you became a prime target. I've seen it where even people do the ID and everything, and then the place that they sold or bought the gold from turns around and does a recall on the account saying that they're the account owner, and here's my proof, here's my picture ID. So yeah. So what happened after they hacked you? What was the process that you went through to get your account back?
I had to ring Blizzard and tell them my situation. I didn't tell them about gold, I just told them I was hacked. And they wanted my driver's license or passport. And the funny thing was, I sent in the driver's license, and there was something wrong with my license, that there was a date or something that didn't show up on a full Irish driver's license, and they wouldn't accept it. And then the fella I was talking to says they can't do anything for you. So I just got mad and hung up. I rang back an hour later and looked to talk for someone who was over him, like someone in charge. And I told him, I explained everything to him, and he got back to me within an hour. And he apologised, and they restored my account, but I didn't get all my items back. This was back near the end of Wrath of the Lich King. And I didn't get all the gold back, and there's something pending on my account. I can't remember what it was. Something about
oh, we lost him. Darn. Okay, well, John, that was thank you for that call. And so I have to say that What he was describing is something that is quite regular. And this is why there are so many extra things, so much, security messages coming out about your game accounts and everything, and a lot of different hacking things going on. It's pretty amazing that do you see how this all came together? So they get all this information from him, and then they're able to break into his account. The fact is that he probably provided them with enough information that they were able to figure out how to log into his account, and then they stole from him. So let that be a lesson. I was actually going to ask him what he learned from this, but I'm sure that we all know what he learned from it.
If you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. That's what I want you to do. You obviously liked it well enough to watch it this far. So look at this. This is Frostmourne. This is a Runes of Magic sword. This Runes of Magic sword is one that we're giving away as second prize to one of you subscribers just for being subscribed. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and accept our messages, or watch our videos where we draw for prizes. So this one is it's a really nice sword. It's signed by some of the American staff for Runes of Magic. And then there's the big boy here. I got it on my shoulder because it's so darn heavy. You know, this sucker is 16 pounds. Look at this. So it's a two-handed sword here, man. This is a beautiful sword. And we're giving this away when we hit 42,500 subscribers. It could be you. So just subscribe. That's all you have to do. We'll do videos selecting the winners, and we'll send you a message in YouTube as long as you accept it. Just make sure you accept messages from us. To do that, put us on your contact list. And you just add Marky Dragon to your contact list, and then you'll be able to get messages from us, and you'll have 30 days to get back to us when we send you a message. Or if we can't message you, you'll just be on video, and you just gotta watch the video and then contact us. So anyway, if you made it this far, you really should subscribe. And I would appreciate it. So, anyway, that's all.